As you sink into the cushioned chair, let your gaze rest upon the open book before you. In the soft, even light of the vault, you can see the intricate patterns, the delicate illustrations and diagrams that have endured through centuries. These pictures don't seem to be quite right, as if they are just beyond recognition. And this feeling of almost familiarity is what has captivated scholars and enthusiasts alike for generations. The mysterious text winds and turns across the pages, an elegant script that seems to dance around the drawings, weaving a textual tapestry of unknown meaning. But tonight, we are not here to decipher these texts or to analyze these images. We have come simply to rest in the quiet beauty of the Voynich Manuscript. The gentle hush of the vault allows another sound to emerge, the soft whisper of wind chimes drifting in from outside, like the murmur of a nearby stream. This sound is a counterpoint to the absolute quiet of the room. The chimes' light, airy tones blend with the musty quiet, creating a unique soundscape that is at once peaceful and intriguing. The gentle swish of the heavy vault door breaking the seal once again draws your attention back to the manuscript. Now closed, it sits like a sphinx, guarding its secrets. Close. The muffled sound seems to reverberate softly within the chamber, lending an echo of mystery to the already enigmatic book. The pages, now hidden from view, rustle softly in the gentle breeze, their voices joining the soft chorus of whispers and chimes. You feel a sense of peace settle over you, the gentle sounds of the vault, the distant chimes, and the soft sigh of the turning pages combine to create a tranquil soundscape. In this symphony of hushed tones, there is no discord, only a harmonious blend of elements that resonates with the calmness you seek. As the minutes pass, you find yourself entering a state of deep relaxation. The gentle sounds, the faint scent of aging paper, and the comforting weight of history pressing down upon you create an atmosphere of tranquility. It's a quiet unlike any other, a silence that envelops you, allowing your thoughts to drift like fallen leaves in a gentle autumn wind. In this place of profound calm, you are cocooned off from the clamor of the outside world. Here, the clamor of traffic, the insistent ring of phones, and the ceaseless hum of notifications fade to a distant, muffled roar. You are enveloped in a bubble of tranquil isolation, a sanctuary of solitude where the only sounds are the gentle whisper of chimes and the soft sigh of turning pages. The comfort of this isolation is enveloping, akin to being nestled in a favorite armchair on a cold winter evening. The warmth of the chair radiates through you, chasing away the chill of the day, while outside, snow falls silently, blanketing the world in peace. The gentle crackle of the fireplace provides a soothing backdrop as you lose yourself in a good book, allowing the cozy confines of the moment to lull you into a state of deep relaxation. And as the fire dances before you, casting flickering shadows on the walls, it paints a scene of rustic charm, a visual poem that complements the auditory ballad of the vault. But this isolation is not lonely. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's a solitude that invites introspection, a chance to reconnect with your inner self without the distractions of the external world. It's a moment to turn inward, to listen to the quiet voice of your soul that often gets drowned out by the chaos of daily life. This is a homecoming of sorts, a return to the quiet center of who you are. It's a time to reflect on the journey that brought you to this place, to acknowledge the experiences and emotions that have shaped you along the way. It's in this quiet introspection that you might find new insights, clarity, and a deeper understanding of yourself. The gentle rustle of the Voynich Manuscript turning pages becomes a tactile experience, a physical manifestation of the passage of time. Each rustle is like a whispered secret shared between the ancient Vellum and the modern world, bridging the gap between centuries past and present. The faint, musty scent of aged paper fills your senses, transporting you to a world of aged libraries and forgotten lore. It's a fragrance that speaks of resilience, of knowledge that has endured through the sands of time. As you breathe in this scent, you feel a connection to those who came before you, to the countless hands that have turned these very pages in days gone by. The tactile and olfactory journey is a reminder of the tangible nature of history, a testament to the enduring power of the written word and the quiet allure of the past. The gentle dimness of the vault lights casts long, soft shadows that dance and play across the room, creating a mesmerizing visual spectacle. These shadows, like silent actors, put on a performance that is both graceful and intriguing. The quiet drama unfolds without sound, offering a visual treat that is all the more captivating for its lack of noise. As you watch, you find yourself drawn into the silent narrative of the shadows, becoming an audience of one to this timeless show. The interplay of light and dark, of solid form and fleeting shade, creates a sense of tranquility that mirrors the calm you feel within. It's as if the very space is participating in your journey towards relaxation, offering a harmonious blend of visuals and ambience that complements your internal state. In this quiet sanctuary, your eyes wander to the intricate designs adorning the covers of the closed book. The embossed patterns, though muted in the soft light, offer a glimpse into a world of hidden beauty. As you trace the raised lines with your fingertips, you feel a connection to the artisans who created them, those skilled hands that toiled to imbue the covers with such elegance. Many years ago, each curve and whirl tells a silent story of dedication and artistry, a testament to the human touch that has survived through the ages. The covers, with their understated charm, serve as a reminder that true beauty often lies in the subtle details, and that the quiet moments in life are where stories unfold. The dim glow of the vault lights reveals the aged texture of the parchment, highlighting the threads of time woven into its being. The soft, yellowish hue of the pages speaks of their advanced age, whispering tales of centuries gone by. As your gaze follows these threads, you can almost hear the echoes of quill pens scratching across the surface, leaving behind messages from a bygone era. The worn edges of the pages bear witness to countless hands that have turned them, each thumbprint and crease telling a silent story of interaction through the ages. The parchment, with its timeless appeal, serves as a reminder of the enduring nature of human curiosity and the quiet power of exploration. This gentle darkness is not oppressive or foreboding. Rather, it is comforting and inviting. In this subdued light, the vault transforms into a cozy den, a place where shadows become familiar companions, and the absence of harsh glare creates a sense of intimacy. As your eyes adjust to the soft gloom, you begin to appreciate the subtle nuances of the space, the play of light and dark, the textures that emerge from the shadows. The gentle darkness wraps around you like a warm blanket, enveloping you in its comforting embrace. It's a quiet luxury, a chance to escape the glare of the spotlight and find solace in the muted tones of twilight. In this sanctuary of gentle darkness, you are free to retreat into yourself, to explore the depths of your own thoughts and feelings without the distractions of the external world. It's a time to reconnect with your inner self, to reflect and recharge in the quiet company of your own thoughts. The absence of harsh lighting allows your imagination to flourish, transforming the familiar space into a realm of endless possibilities. The darkness, far from being empty, is filled with potential, offering a canvas upon which your mind can paint its own imagery. You might find yourself lost in a world of make-believe, where the shadows take on whimsical shapes and the quiet hum of the vault becomes a lullaby that rocks you into a state of peaceful relaxation. And as you surrender to the quiet embrace of the gentle darkness, you find yourself entering a realm of deep tranquility. The soft gloom envelops you, soothing your senses and calming your mind. It's a moment of pure relaxation, a chance to let go of the day's worries and allow yourself to drift into a state of peaceful reflection. As the gentle darkness settles around you, it's as if the vault itself is holding its breath, creating an atmosphere of profound stillness. It's a quiet that is not empty, but rather pregnant with possibility, an invitation to dive deep into the ocean of your own thoughts and feelings. In this hushed space, you are free to explore the depths of your inner world, to confront your fears, process your emotions, and rediscover your inner strength. The gentle darkness becomes a catalyst for introspection, helping you to peel back the layers of your psyche and uncover the hidden treasures within. It's a journey of self-discovery, a voyage into the uncharted waters of your own soul. And as you navigate this inner landscape, you find a sense of empowerment, a realization that you are the architect of your own destiny. The gentle darkness fades away, leaving behind a trail of quiet confidence. You step out of the vault, feeling rejuvenated, ready to face the world with a newfound sense of purpose and clarity. So when you find yourself caught in the whirlwind of daily life, remember the solace that awaits you in the quiet embrace of the night. Retreat into the safety of your own mind, where the gentle darkness beckons you to explore the boundless realms of your inner world. And in the quiet depths of your soul, you will discover a strength, resilience, and wisdom that have always been yours to find. As we turn the first pages, the true nature of the manuscript slowly reveals itself. At first, it seems like just another dusty, old book filled with faded, indecipherable writing. But as our eyes adjust to the dim light filtering through the grimy glass case, we begin to notice patterns in the aged script. And that's when we realize this is no ordinary book. It is not a diary, a ledger, or a religious text. It is something entirely different. Something that will challenge our understanding of history, language, and the very essence of human knowledge. The Voynich alphabet is a unique collection of elegant script symbols that have baffled scholars and cryptographers for centuries. These strange characters are not the Latin script used by the Romans, the Cyrillic script of the Russians, nor any other alphabet we know. They form a closed system of signs, each with its own meaning, much like the hieroglyphs of Egypt or the ideograms of China. The Voynich Manuscript, named for the book dealer who found it in 1912, contains over 200 distinct signs. These symbols, while unfamiliar, are not random. They follow rules, form words, and convey meaning. Though we cannot yet read them, they hint at a world of knowledge, a civilization whose thoughts and ideas remain hidden behind an unbreakable code. To truly appreciate the depths of this mysterious script, we must allow ourselves to be transported back to the Middle Ages. Picture a world of flickering candlelight, dusty manuscripts and scholars poring over ancient texts in search of hidden wisdom. During the Middle Ages, books were not mass-produced objects. They were painstakingly copied by hand, word for word, letter for letter. This process, known as transcription, was a labor-intensive undertaking, but it was through this very process that knowledge was preserved, transmitted, and built upon. Scribes, often monks in secluded monasteries, would spend hours upon hours carefully copying texts. Their dedication ensured that the works of ancient philosophers, scientists, and writers survived, passing from one generation to the next. These scribes did not merely copy the words. They were the instruments of knowledge. They were the ones who shaped the written word into tangible, readable form. Their skill and precision were essential to the survival and spread of literature. Their quills danced across the vellum, scratching out the shapes of letters that would go on to inform the world. In this context, the Voynich script takes on a new level of intrigue. It is the product of a scribe, or scribes who toiled over this manuscript, pouring their skill and dedication into crafting its strange, beautiful characters. These pages are not just a jumble of meaningless symbols. They are the result of an intelligence that understood this script, that wove its symbols into words and sentences. As we continue to delve into the Voynich manuscript, we encounter an intriguing peculiarity. On closer inspection, we notice that all the lines of writing are exactly the same size. Not a single line rises higher or falls lower than the others. This uniformity is not merely an aesthetic choice. It reflects a deep-seated orderliness, a desire for consistency and balance. In a world where chaos and randomness often dominate, this manuscript stands as a testament to the human desire for control and predictability. The regularity of the lines may seem mundane, but it speaks volumes about the mindset of its creator. It suggests a meticulous attention to detail, a commitment to order, and a respect for the structure of language. Consider the implications of this. In an age where standardization was often lacking, someone took the effort to ensure that every line of text was identical. This was no simple task. It required a level of patience and precision that is truly remarkable. Imagine the countless adjustments, the countless iterations that went into creating this effect. Every line, no matter how long or short, conforms to the same standard, creating a visual harmony that is both striking and serene. Now let's shift our focus to the spacing between these lines. Here, too, there is a surprising level of uniformity. Each line is separated from its neighbor by an identical margin, creating a rhythm that guides our eyes along the page. This regularity, far from being monotonous, actually enhances the readability of the text. It allows us to anticipate the placement of each line, making the overall reading experience more immersive and engaging. To achieve this level of consistency would have been no easy feat. It required a steadfast commitment to detail, a refusal to compromise on quality. The scribe or scribes responsible for transcribing the text clearly took pride in their work, seeing each margin as an opportunity to reinforce the manuscript's overall structure and aesthetic appeal. But there is more to this regularity than meets the eye. It also reflects a deep-seated orderliness, a desire for consistency and balance. In a world where chaos and randomness often dominate, this manuscript stands as a testament to the human desire for control and predictability. The regularity of the lines and margins may seem mundane, but it speaks volumes about the mindset of its creator. It suggests a meticulous attention to detail, a commitment to order and a respect for the structure of language. And then there's the paper itself. It's not the rough, uneven sheets one might expect from medieval times. The pages are cut precisely, the edges smoothed and the surface carefully prepared. The quality of the paper, along with the care taken in its construction, points to a cultural milieu that values literacy and scholarship. It was made specifically for this book, ensuring that its pages would stand up to the test of time and scrutiny. As we continue to explore the Voynich Manuscript, we find ourselves drawn deeper into its web of intrigue. What began as a curiosity has evolved into a full-blown obsession. We can't help but wonder about the society that produced this text, about the people who wrote and read its strange script. Woe were they? What was their culture like? And what did they write about? The lack of answers only fuels our curiosity, driving us to uncover the secrets of this enigmatic manuscript. This Voynich page is a portal to another time and place, an invitation to decipher the secrets of a bygone era. It beckons us to piece together the fragments of a forgotten language, to unravel the mysteries of its script, and uncover the stories it holds. While we may never fully comprehend the meaning encoded within these ancient symbols, the pursuit of understanding is a journey in itself. It challenges us to expand our linguistic horizons, to appreciate the beauty of unknown scripts, and to marvel at the complexity of human communication. With each turn of the page, we encounter a new set of puzzles and riddles. The script, though alien to us, follows its own internal logic. The regularity of the lines, the consistency of the margins, the quality of the paper, all point to a sophisticated culture, a society that valued knowledge and scholarship. The Voynich Manuscript is not just a relic of the past. It is a testament to the power of the human mind, to our endless capacity for creativity and innovation. So we continue our exploration, armed with our insatiable curiosity and a healthy dose of skepticism. We pore over the script, searching for patterns, for repetitions, for any clue that might lead us closer to deciphering this ancient tongue. The task is daunting, but the potential rewards are immeasurable. If we could unlock the secrets of the Voynich script, we would be opening a window into a world that has been lost for centuries. We would be connecting with the minds of our ancestors, understanding their thoughts and ideas as directly as if we were conversing with them face to face. The mystery of the Voynich Manuscript has captivated scholars and enthusiasts alike for decades. Its strange script, beautiful illustrations and unknown language have sparked countless theories and investigations. Some believe it to be a hoax, while others claim it contains hidden knowledge from a long-lost civilization. Whether it is a cryptic puzzle or a portal to the past, one thing is certain: the Voynich Manuscript continues to fascinate and intrigue those who encounter it. Its allure lies not only in the mystery of its script, but also in the potential it holds for unlocking secrets of a bygone era. Imagine the thrill of discovery, the sense of accomplishment that would come from deciphering this ancient tongue. The Voynich Manuscript is a challenge, a puzzle to be solved, and with each passing year, we come closer to unraveling its secrets. So we continue our exploration, guided by our insatiable curiosity and a shared passion for unraveling the mysteries of the past. Together, we delve into the script, searching for patterns, for repetitions, for any clue that might lead us closer to deciphering this ancient tongue. The task is daunting, but the potential rewards are immeasurable. If we could unlock the secrets of the Voynich script, we would be opening a window into a world that has been lost for centuries. We would be connecting with the minds of our ancestors, understanding their thoughts and ideas, as directly as if we were conversing with them face to face. The most beautiful and perplexing sections of the manuscript are the herbal pages. As we turn to these folios, the illustrations burst onto the page in soft, faded colors: greens, yellows, browns, and faint reds, all derived from ancient plant-based pigments. These are not just drawings. They are portraits of plants that defy easy identification. The artist renders each specimen with painstaking precision, and yet many of these plants appear alien, as if plucked from distant galaxies rather than growing along any earthly path. Roots spread out like constellations, their tendrils tracing paths across the page that feel familiar yet lead to unknown destinations. Other plants seem to burst forth from rocky terrain, forcing their way skyward with an almost violent energy. It is as if the artist captured a fleeting moment when the rigid confines of reality fractured and allowed the fantastical to poke through. In this realm, the laws of botany are fluid, the rules of nature bent to the artist's whimsical design. There's a delightful sense of absurdity, a hint of laughter echoing through these drawings. Take, for instance, a plant that appears to be sprouting from a fanciful stone formation, or another that sends its roots down into a miniature landscape, its tendrils disappearing into a world of rocks and trees. These aren't merely plants, they're botanical tricksters, playing games with our understanding of the natural world. The joy lies in deciphering their playful logic, in unraveling the secrets of a language that's half-remembered and wholly enchanting. Each plant becomes a puzzle, a riddle to be solved, and the solution, a secret shared between the artist and the initiated few who can decipher the code. The beauty of these illustrations isn't just skin deep. They invite us to question what we think we know, to marvel at the unexpected, and to embrace the delightful mysteries that surround us. The herbal pages are a portal to another world, a world where plants dance with abandon, where nature's rules are made to be broken, and where the only certainty is the joy of discovery. So let us wander through this botanical wonderland, allowing ourselves to be captivated by its playful spirit and the endless fascination of the natural world. We see roots, stems, leaves, and flowers, all drawn with delicate, thin lines. Many of these plants have multiple origins, shooting up from different directions, growing out of each other or intertwining in strange ways. Yet the artist never falters. With a sure hand, they navigate these botanical tangles, creating a visual harmony that soothes the eye and calms the mind. One plant seems to grow out of a small rock formation, while another spreads its roots across the page like a The artist doesn't shy away from complexity. Instead, they embrace it, weaving a tapestry of life that is both intricate and serene. On another folio, a group of plants bursts from a miniature landscape, their roots anchored in a world of pebbles and foliage. These botanical wonders reach skyward with an almost reckless abandon. The artist captures a moment of untamed growth, a celebration of life's exuberant energy. And here is a plant with large, elegant leaves, like a ballerina poised mid-pirouette, its tendrils reaching out, touching, yet never quite grasping the edges of the page. The artist draws it as if bathed in soft moonlight, giving it a dreamy, ethereal quality. In these, world plants are not static botanical specimens. They're living, breathing entities full of energy and purpose. They stretch and twist, reaching for light or winding around unseen supports. They burst from the confines of their borders, spilling over the edges of the page like overflowing chalices. No plant remains still for long. They're caught in motion, frozen, for a fleeting moment in time. Some seem to leap from the page, as though eager to escape their confinement and frolic in the wider world. Others huddle close, whispering secrets in a language only they can understand. And everywhere, an abundance of life teams. Tiny buds swell with the promise of blossoms, their unfurling petals hinting at vibrant colors just beyond our sight. Delicate tendrils curl and coil, reaching out to touch, to taste, to explore. Everywhere, the artist celebrates the dynamism of the natural world, reminding us that even in stillness, life is brimming with movement and potential. As we delve deeper into this botanical menagerie, we encounter plants that seem to mock our conventional understanding of the natural world. Take, for instance, this curious specimen that appears to sprout from a fanciful stone formation. Its roots weave a playful path through the cracks and crevices of the rock, as though the stone itself is nurturing the plant's growth. Or consider this other enigmatic plant that sends its roots down into a miniature landscape. Its tendrils disappear into a world of rocks and trees, suggesting a connection to a hidden, perhaps magical source of nourishment. These botanical tricksters challenge our expectations and invite us to embrace the absurd, to revel in the unexpected. And as we turn the page, we discover a world that's both familiar and strange, a reflection of the infinite wonders that lie within the natural world and the boundless creativity of the human imagination. So let us lose ourselves in this verdant labyrinth, allowing the artist's playful spirit to guide us through a world where plants dance, stones sprout green tendrils, and the boundaries of the possible dissolve in a sea of vibrant colors and intoxicating forms. The colors in these illustrations are soft and gentle, like a hushed whisper echoing through a sun-dappled forest. Greens dominate, but they're far from monotonous. Emerald, olive, jade, chartreuse. Each hue tells a story of life unfolding in quiet, patient beauty. Touches of yellow add warmth, like sunlight filtering through a canopy of leaves, and brown grounds it all, anchoring the plants to the earth from which they spring. Red, though rare, is used with exquisite restraint, like a splash of blood on snow, drawing our gaze to a single leaf or a cluster of berries. All these colors come together to create an atmosphere of tranquility. It's a world untouched by harsh shadows, where the sun shines through a perpetual haze of humidity, bathing everything in an even, gentle light. Even the background washes have a calming effect, like the soft glow of twilight just before darkness falls. This muted palette invites us to pause, to breathe deeply, and to lose ourselves in the quiet contemplation of nature's timeless beauty. But it's not just about what the artist chooses to depict. It's also about how they choose to depict it. The thin, delicate lines of the pen create a sense of fragility, they remind us that the beauty of these plants is delicate, to be cherished and preserved. The artist's touch is light, almost reverent, as if they're afraid to disturb the stillness of this botanical sanctuary. And in that stillness, we find solace, a refuge from the clamor of the outside world. These illustrations are not just pictures. They're portals to another world, a world of quiet beauty, where plants flourish in soft, muted colors and where the gentle passage of time allows us to find peace amidst the chaos of everyday life. So let us linger here, in this tranquil world, allowing the artist's delicate brushwork to carry us away on a journey of discovery and renewal. For in this world of botanical wonders, we may just find the solace and inspiration we've been seeking all along. So far, we've explored the borders of the natural world depicted in the herbal and the astrological section. We've seen the dense, intricate illustrations of plants, alongside the more mysterious diagrams of the zodiac. Now we move to the astronomical and cosmological sections, where the mystery shifts from Earth to the quiet, predictable movements of the heavens. These pages contain circular diagrams, charts, and fold-out sections that represent a deep, meticulous study of the cosmos. As understood in the 15th century, the astronomical section unfolds slowly, methodically revealing its secrets to those who take the time to examine it closely. Each diagram is like a miniature world, self-contained and harmonious, inviting us to contemplate the elegance of its design. To really appreciate these diagrams, we need to give ourselves over to them completely. Lay aside our modern expectations and preconceptions, and let our eyes and minds wander freely across their surfaces. What patterns do we see? What connections can we make between the different elements? What harmonies and correspondences jump out at us? Above all, we need to resist the urge to label or categorize what we see. Instead, we should allow ourselves to be immersed in the experience, to lose ourselves in the flow of the lines and curves, to feel the rhythm of the cosmos as it's laid out here. The first thing that strikes us about these diagrams is their circularity. Circles are a dominant motif, appearing in all kinds of different sizes and configurations. They often intersect or overlap, creating complex interweavings of lines and curves. But despite this complexity, there's an underlying sense of order and balance. The circles seem to fit together like pieces of a puzzle, forming a coherent whole. At the center of many of these diagrams, we find a small circle surrounded by others, suggesting a kind of hierarchy or nested structure. This central circle often represents the Earth or the Sun, depending on the particular diagram. Around it are the other planets, each in its own orbit. Such an arrangement reflects a geocentric view of the cosmos, which was common in medieval astronomy. The Earth was seen as the center of the universe around which everything else revolved. While this view is no longer considered accurate, it's important to remember the context of the manuscript. This was written in the 15th century when such beliefs were widely held. It also reminds us that the quest to understand the workings of the cosmos is a long and evolving one. Our current understanding of the universe is just the latest chapter in a story that began thousands of years ago. But what about the script and markings that appear alongside these diagrams? At first glance, they may seem indecipherable, but a closer look reveals a kind of logic to their placement and arrangement. Certain markings seem to correspond to specific features of the diagrams, such as the planets or constellations. Other markings follow the lines and curves of the circles, creating a kind of counterpoint to the visual rhythms of the page. While we may not be able to translate this script into English, we can still appreciate it as an integral part of the overall design. It's an invitation to see the world through the eyes of its creator, to appreciate the beauty of a system of knowledge that may be foreign to us, but is nonetheless coherent and logical within its own framework. As we continue to explore the astronomical section, we encounter a variety of different diagrams and charts. Some show the paths of the planets, while others depict constellations or the phases of the moon. There are even diagrams of the cosmos as a whole, showing the Earth surrounded by concentric spheres that carry the celestial bodies in their eternal dance. Each diagram has its own unique features and intricacies, but they all share a common commitment to clarity and precision. The author of the manuscript has taken great care to arrange every line and curve, every circle and crosshatch in a way that conveys a sense of balance and order. Even in the midst of apparent complexity, there is always an underlying logic that emerges if we take the time to look closely and follow the patterns. One particularly striking feature of the astronomical section is the use of color. While the manuscript as a whole is predominantly in black and white, there are some pages that feature delicate splashes of color. These are usually blue and yellow, the colors of the night sky and starlight. The use of color is sparing but effective, highlighting certain features of the diagrams and adding a touch of celestial magic to the overall design. These bursts of color are like tiny jewels scattered across the page, catching our attention and deepening our appreciation for the beauty of these diagrams. And then there are the fold-out sections, the parts of the manuscript that invite us to open our minds and imaginations. Along with the vellum itself, when unfold, these sections reveal expansive diagrams of the cosmos that stretch beyond the boundaries of a single page. They create a sense of awe and wonder as we contemplate the vastness of the universe and our place within it. The very act of unfolding these diagrams is a physical manifestation of the dynamic energy that animates the cosmos. It's a reminder that the universe is not static, but ever-changing, always in motion. What are these diagrams trying to tell us? What secrets of the cosmos did their creators unlock with such care and precision? Perhaps the most important lesson they offer is the lesson of order. In a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable, these diagrams remind us that there is an underlying logic to the workings of nature. The planets may seem like random specks of light scattered across the night sky, but when we trace their paths, we discover a harmony of motion, a choreography of celestial bodies that unfolds with unfailing precision. This realization gives us a sense of stability and reassurance in a world that can often feel precarious and uncertain. Another important lesson we can learn from the astronomical section is the importance of perspective. When we look up at the night sky, we're seeing the universe on its grand scale. We're reminded of our place within the vast expanse of space and time. This realization can be both humbling and inspiring. It humbles us to realize how small and insignificant we are in the face of the cosmic order. Yet it also inspires us to explore and understand the workings of the universe with humility, curiosity, and wonder. As we bring our exploration of the astronomical section to a close, we're left with a deep sense of calm and clarity. The orderly precision of these diagrams has a soothing effect on the mind, allowing us to let go of the chaos and confusion of everyday life. For a few moments, we've been transported to a realm of perfect balance and harmonious motion, a realm where the workings of the cosmos unfold with timeless grace. Let the intricate beauty of these diagrams linger in your mind, a reminder of the order and balance that pervade the universe. Carry this sense of calm with you as you return to the world, ready to face its challenges with renewed clarity and purpose. And forget to look up to the stars whenever you need a reminder of the vastness and wonder of the cosmos. As we continue our journey through the extraordinary manuscript known as the Book of Kells, we arrive now at what might just be its most perplexing and peculiar section, one that has left scholars baffled and viewers intrigued for centuries. Part 5. The Beinecke Enigma, also referred to as the biological section, comprises some of the most bizarre, yet strangely calming full-page illustrations in the entire book. What we see here are elaborate drawings of small, often nude figures, primarily women, immersed in vast, intricate pools, tubs, and hydraulic systems. The drawings are highly stylized, almost cartographic, depicting an internal world of tubes, currents, and reservoirs. Now let us take a closer look at these enigmatic images and try to decipher the possible meanings behind them. As we do so, remember that interpretations can be subjective, and there might not be a single definitive answer. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Upon first glance, the most striking feature of this section is, of course, the nudity. In a context where nearly everything else is shrouded in mystery, this seems to offer a rare glimpse into a world where the artists felt comfortable representing the human form without adornment. This could point towards a culture that was at ease with the body, perhaps influenced by the classical ideals of Greece and Rome, which celebrated the beauty and perfection of the human physique. Alternatively, it could suggest a spiritual or ritualistic context in which nudity was seen as a way to connect with the divine or achieve a heightened state of being. However, it's crucial to remember that nudity in medieval art wasn't always what it appears. Artists often used allegory and symbolism to represent concepts like mortality and sin. So while these figures might seem unapologetically nude, there might be a deeper meaning lurking beneath the surface. Another intriguing aspect of this section is the prominence of women. All but one of the illustrations feature female figures, which is rather unusual for medieval art, a period that typically portrayed women in more conservative and restricted ways. This suggests that the artist, or the patron who commissioned these illustrations, might have had a particular interest in women's health and well-being. It could also hint at a broader cultural shift, albeit a subtle one, towards recognizing the unique needs and experiences of women in society. However, this concentration of women also introduces a layer of complexity. Why were men excluded from these illustrations? Was it because the artists believed that women were more in tune with the natural world? Or were these images meant to be part of a private, perhaps even secret tradition of female spirituality and healing? The treatment of the figures themselves is another source of fascination. They are often pale and slender, sometimes with elongated limbs and delicate features, which could be interpreted as an idealization of feminine beauty. Their poses, however, are what truly stand out. Many of the women appear serene or neutral, almost detached from the world around them. Some have their eyes closed, hands folded or placed strategically to cover certain parts of their bodies. This deliberate covering and the overall lack of sensuality or eroticism suggest a level of modesty and reverence. These women aren't merely relaxing in a bath. They are participating in a ritual of purification or reflection. Their surroundings offer further clues to the meaning of these illustrations. The figures are almost always submerged in or surrounded by elaborate containers such as circular tubs, stepped basins, or complex conduits. These vessels are not merely functional. They are symbolic too, representing perhaps the womb-like enclosure that provides a safe space for introspection and transformation. But the real stars of the show are the water features themselves. The vast, intricate networks of pipes, channels, and reservoirs dominate the illustrations, drawing our attention away from the figures and towards the dynamic heart of the images. The water is depicted with soft, rhythmic lines, creating a hypnotic pattern of gentle flow and movement. This emphasis on water points towards a deep understanding of its life-giving and cleansing properties. Water isn't just present in these illustrations. It's an active participant, a catalyst for change and renewal. Some of the illustrations show the women gathering water from spigots or spouting devices, suggesting a ritualized act of collecting or channeling a precious resource. This could symbolize the nourishment of the body and soul, the drawing in of vital energy, or the washing away of impurities. The very act of collecting and containing water becomes a meditative practice, a way to harmonize with the natural world and its cycles. The presence of long, flowing ribbons of text connecting the figures to each other adds another layer of meaning to these images. These aren't isolated acts of bathing or reflection. They are part of a communal practice, a shared experience that binds the women together in a web of connection and support. The text could represent not only words, but also the flow of energy, emotion, or even blood, emphasizing the interconnectedness of all living things. These intricate designs are not mere decorations. They are symbolic representations of a worldview that saw the body, the natural world, and the divine as deeply interconnected. The water features, with their soft, rhythmic lines, suggest a constant, predictable circulation of life-giving energy, much like the ebb and flow of the natural world itself. If we step back and consider this section as a whole, we can see a world that values introspection, purity, and connection to the natural world. It's a world where the boundaries between the self and the external environment are blurred, where the body is seen as a vessel for spiritual energy and where the rhythms of nature guide daily life. It's a world that might seem distant from our own, yet it holds echoes of beliefs and practices that are still relevant today. This section of the Book of Kells challenges us to see the body in a new light, not just as a physical vessel, but as a microcosm of the natural world, constantly interacting with and shaped by its surroundings. It calls for a deeper connection with the natural environment and reminds us of the importance of introspection and community. So the next time you find yourself amidst the chaos of everyday life, close your eyes and imagine the gentle gurgle of water flowing through intricate pipes. Picture the serene figures lost in contemplation, their bodies nourished by life-giving water. Let the soothing rhythm of the water transport you to a place of tranquility and balance, a reminder that true well-being comes from harmonizing with the natural world and embracing the gentle flow of life. These folios display drawings of small glass or clay jars and containers, typically lined up neatly on the page, like quiet specimens awaiting classification. They are often accompanied by small sketches of plants or roots, suggesting their contents were meant for medical or alchemical preparation. Imagine these small containers now. They are drawn with simplicity and precision, mostly in shades of ochre and brown, suggesting clay or glass. They are uniform in appearance, sometimes topped with small, stylus leads. Their arrangement on the page is one of complete order, a quiet, systematic cataloging of medicinal ingredients. This sense of organized knowledge is incredibly relaxing. The world's ills, the manuscript suggests, can be contained, labeled and addressed with methodical quietude. The associated text, the neat, looping Voynich script, acts as labels, perhaps detailing the recipe or the use of the contents. We feel the presence of a quiet, scholarly chemist, working alone in a sunlit room, grinding herbs with a mortar and pestle, and carefully sealing the results in these small, durable vessels. The implied activity is one of slow, patient creation, the very antithesis of hurried modern life. Focus on the texture of the vellum here, where the dry paper is interspersed with the subtle pigments of the illustrated containers. The air seems to carry the ghost of dry, ground herbs and fine powder. This section is a testament to the quiet, determined pursuit of health and knowledge in an age of uncertainty. The feeling imparted by this section is one of preparedness and control. Everything is measured, everything is categorized, and everything is waiting. Let the silent, steady order of the pharmaceutical jars fill your thoughts. Feel the peace that comes from a world neatly organized for a purpose, and allow this profound sense of control to lull you into a state of deep, undisturbed rest. The still lives of small containers. These pages feel like the quiet conclusion to a methodical life, a demonstration of how order and knowledge bring peace. Each page displays a collection of small glass or clay jars and containers, each carefully observed and drawn with great precision. Some are capped, some are stoppered, some are open, revealing the contents within. On other pages, tiny bundles of roots or leaves peek out from beneath the lids, offering clues to their contents and their purposes. Take a moment to really look at just one of these pages. Notice how each jar is drawn with a delicate simplicity, rendered in soft hues of ochre, burnt umber, and dark brown. There is a comforting uniformity to them, a consistency of shape and size, a reassuring sameness that speaks to a world understood and categorized. See how the artist has captured the essence of each container with just a few confident strokes, giving each vessel its own personality while maintaining a sense of overall harmony. These containers, though varied in their specific forms, share a commonality of purpose, suggesting a world where order and knowledge reign. Let your eyes now wander to the other elements on the page. Are there any botanical sketches? Do you see any handwritten notes or labels? What stories do they tell about the contents of these containers? Perhaps some hold dried herbs, others precious minerals. Maybe some contain tinctures, while others keep powders fresh. Let your imagination run wild, weaving tales around these silent witnesses to a bygone era. But always remember, it's okay if your mind wanders. Simply guide your focus back to the containers when you're ready. Now take a moment to appreciate the texture of the vellum itself, the subtle variations in color and thickness, the faint imprints of the quill upon it. Can you almost feel the coolness of the parchment against your fingertips? As you explore these tactile sensations, let your awareness expand to encompass the entire page. Imagine running your fingers over the raised lines of the containers, tracing the curves and contours of their forms. And now let's bring our focus to the colors that dance before our eyes. How do they make you feel? Do you find solace in the earthy tones, the soft ochres and gentle browns? Perhaps the muted palette evokes a sense of tranquility, inviting you to sink deeper into this meditative state. Let's turn our attention to the shapes that dominate this composition. The jars and containers stand out with their cylindrical forms, each one distinct yet harmonious. In their arrangement, notice how the artist has used repetition and variation to create a sense of balance and visual interest. Appreciate the clean, uncluttered lines, the way each shape complements the other, forming a cohesive whole. As you continue to observe these shapes, try to let go of any distractions, any tension you might be holding in your body. Allow the rhythmic cadence of the shapes to soothe and relax you. Feel how the gentle curves and sturdy verticals bring a sense of stability and peace. And now let's explore the space between the shapes. These negative spaces become pathways for our eyes to wander, connecting one element to another. Notice how the artist has used these spaces to create a sense of balance and flow, guiding our attention throughout the composition. Allow yourself to get lost in the interplay of shapes and negative spaces. Feel how it invites you to let go of rigid boundaries and embrace the interconnectedness of all things. In the quiet contemplation of these pharmaceutical pages, we discover a profound sense of order and control in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. These meticulously drawn containers become symbols of our own inner pharmacy, reminding us of the power of knowledge and the beauty of categorization. Just as the alchemist carefully measured and labeled ingredients, we too can find clarity and balance by organizing our thoughts and emotions. In this practice, we learn to embrace the present moment, to savor the simplicity of everyday experiences, and to find peace in the midst of life's complexities. May these pharmaceutical jars serve as a source of comfort and strength, reminding us that even in the face of life's challenges, we have the power to create order from chaos and find beauty in the everyday. So, my friends, as we bring this meditation to a close, may the spirit of the pharmaceutical jars accompany you on your journey through life. May you find joy in the small things, peace in the ordered world you create, and strength in the knowledge that you hold within you the power to heal and transform. Until we meet again in our next meditation, may your days be filled with sunshine, your nights with starlight, and may the rhythm of life's cycles bring you constant renewal. Remember, you hold the power to create order from chaos and find beauty in the everyday. Embrace the present moment and let its simplicity bring you peace. The water runs cold and clear through the aqueduct, over the weathered stones and through the arching foliage. It is a ceaseless flow, a constant melody of motion. It's always running, just as the stars always turn in their unending cycle. But what is held here in the heart of the garden is something different, something more. What is kept in this place is utterly still, utterly silent, utterly patient. Here in the depths of the garden, in a world of rustling leaves and murmuring streams, there is one thing that remains constant, one thing that speaks without sound, one thing that is profoundly, exquisitely still. In this place of ceaseless motion, there is one eternal moment of calm, the heart of the garden. Here in the depths of the garden, where the water sings its song of endless motion, there is one place where time seems to stand still, one place where the endless turning of the stars finds its stillness, one place where the rhythm of eternity is perfectly silent, and that is here. As we close the soft vellum cover of the Voynich Manuscript, we leave behind the whispered secrets of herbal lore, the celestial maps of cosmic wonders, and the enigmatic portraits of otherworldly figures. Now we are enveloped by the quiet hum of the library, the faint echo of ages past, The air around us seems to thicken with the weight of untold stories, each tome a silent sentinel guarding its own mysteries. We are surrounded by countless narratives waiting to be unearthed, each book a portal to a different realm of imagination. The scent of aged paper and leather fills our senses, transporting us to a bygone era where knowledge was both power and privilege. With every step we take among these towering shelves, we feel the weight of history upon our shoulders, the echoes of countless readers who have walked these same paths long ago. The silence is not empty. It is brimming with the whispers of stories waiting to be told. Now, let us take a moment to appreciate the luxurious heft of the closed book in our hands, the gentle curve of its spine, the tactile feel of its leather cover. As we hold it close, we sense the weight of its secrets, the stories and knowledge contained within its pages. Each turn of the page reveals a new layer of mystery, a fresh enigma to ponder. The Voynich Manuscript, like a cryptic poem, invites us to explore its depths, to decipher its enigmatic script, and unravel its hidden meanings. Just as a skilled detective examines clues, we pore over the intricate illustrations and coded text, searching for patterns and connections. The satisfaction of finally solving a complex puzzle is matched only by the elation of deciphering a cryptic message. Every symbol, every diagram brings us closer to understanding the secrets held within these ancient pages, and with each breakthrough, we feel a sense of triumph, as though we have unlocked a piece of history itself. The thrill of the chase, the excitement of the unknown, and the sheer beauty of the Voynich Manuscript combine to create an experience unlike any other. It is a journey that challenges, intrigues, and ultimately rewards those who dare to delve into its enigmatic embrace. In the hushed quiet of the chamber, the silence is profound. It envelops USA, amplifying the beating of our own hearts. We are acutely aware of our solitude, cut off from the outside world, enveloped in the timeless embrace of this ancient space. Outside, the relentless march of time continues. But within these four walls, time seems to stand still. It is as though the very fabric of space and time has shifted, creating a bubble of timeless solitude. We are suspended in a realm where past, present, and future converge, where the boundaries of reality blur and the rules of time no longer apply. Lost in this labyrinth of solitude, we find solace in the quiet hum of our own thoughts. The absence of external distractions allows us to turn inward, to confront our deepest fears and hidden desires. We face ourselves, raw and vulnerable in the stark silence, and in doing so, we begin to understand the true nature of our existence. We realize that true strength lies not in the absence of fear, but in the courage to face our fears and embrace our vulnerabilities. In this profound aloneness, we discover a sense of freedom, a liberation from the expectations and pressures of the outside world. We shed the masks we wear in public and allow our true selves to emerge, imperfect, flawed, and utterly human. The silence becomes our companion, amplifying our emotions and deepening our introspective journey. We laugh, we cry, we rage, and ultimately, we heal. In this sacred space of solitude, we confront our past, embrace the present, and step into the future with newfound clarity and purpose. We carry with us the wisdom gained from our aloneness, the realization that true strength comes from embracing our vulnerabilities, facing our fears, and living authentically. The silence that once threatened to consume us becomes a source of healing and growth, a reminder that in the quietest moments, we discover our truest selves. And yet amidst this rich tapestry of meaning, there exists a disconcerting dissonance. Something crucial is missing. A vital thread that refuses to be woven into the fabric of understanding. For all its intricate beauty and layered complexity, the Voynich Manuscript remains frustratingly elusive, its language undeciphered, its purpose unknown. Like a tantalizing whisper from beyond the grave, it beckons us closer, yet offers no clear answers. Despite centuries of dedicated effort by scholars and enthusiasts alike, the secrets held within this ancient codex continue to evade our grasp. Its enigmatic script mocks our attempts at translation. Its illustrations tantalize us with their otherworldly imagery, and its very essence seems to slip through our fingers like grains of sand. The Voynich Manuscript is a frustrating enigma, a puzzle that refuses to yield its secrets easily. It taunts us with glimpses of hidden meanings, only to retreat further into its enigmatic silence. The frustration is palpable, the desire to unlock its mysteries overwhelming. Yet it is precisely this frustrating ambiguity that gives the Voynich Manuscript its enduring allure. The frustration of the chase, the tantalizing nearness of discovery, and the sheer beauty of the unknown combine to create an irresistible draw. It is a siren call to adventurers, scholars, and dreamers alike, beckoning them to explore its uncharted waters and brave the storms of uncertainty. The Voynich Manuscript is a frustrating enigma, yes, but it is also a captivating enigma. It is a labyrinth of mysteries that both frustrates and fascinates, a treasure chest of secrets just out of reach. It is in this frustrating dance between understanding and obscurity that the true allure of the Voynich Manuscript lies. The frustration of the chase, the thrill of the unknown, and the sheer beauty of the enigmatic embrace. Now, as the final rays of sunlight begin to fade, casting long shadows across the library floor, we find ourselves drawn to the window. Through the pane, we watch the sky transform into a canvas of vibrant hues, a breathtaking spectacle of nature's artistry. The setting sun, a blazing orb of fiery red and orange, slowly sinks below the horizon, painting the clouds in shades of crimson and violet. The departing light bathes the room in a warm glow, highlighting the aged spines and leather covers of the countless books lining the shelves. The sight of the darkening sky and the silhouettes of trees swaying gently in the evening breeze stir within us a profound sense of peace and tranquility. It is a moment of quiet reflection, a time to pause and appreciate the simple beauty of the natural world. The fading light reminds us of the fleeting nature of time, urging us to cherish each passing moment. As darkness falls and the stars begin to twinkle above, we feel a sense of wonder and awe at the vastness of the universe and our place within it. The quiet hum of crickets and the distant call of an owl fill the air, creating a soothing melody that lulls us into a state of relaxation. The gentle caress of the evening breeze against our skin brings a sense of calmness and serenity. The sight of the setting sun melting into the horizon evokes a feeling of tranquility and peace. As the day draws to a close, we find ourselves enveloped by a profound sense of gratitude for the beauty of the natural world and the precious gift of time. It is a moment to let go of the worries and stress of the day, to surrender to the quietude of the evening, and to embrace the peace that envelops us like a soft, comforting blanket. We close our eyes, breathe deeply, and allow the serenity of the twilight hours to wash over us, carrying away our troubles and leaving behind a sense of calm and renewal. In this quiet sanctuary, we are reminded of the simple joys and wonders that surround us, and we find solace in the beauty of the natural world as night gently envelops the library.